what's going on? We've got workout 3.2. I'm still going with week 3, day 2. This is 3.2. It's an upper body pressing session. We're going for strength this week. Basically, every odd week is going to be a strength week. Every even week, 2, 4, 6, etc., will be more of a repetition, a volume week, a little bit more bodybuilding in nature. And we'll play with a little bit more variety of exercises, but the strength weeks, the odd weeks will be classic compound movements for the most part, unless my body's just telling me otherwise. So here we go. The other day, I believe it was workout 2.4. I toyed with some pressing for the first time in a while, so I pyramided my weights. I started light, worked up to one heavy set at 195 for 5, and then I worked back down. So since I did 195 for one set of 5, I believe that going to 185 for 5 sets of 5 should be challenging but very doable. So that's where I'm going to be at today. 185 for 5 sets of 5 based off of workout 2.4. 2, bench press 5x5. Last heavy workout, I believe I did 275. I forgot to write it down, but I can go back and look in my notes. And by notes I mean these videos. 5x5 at 285, since the last one was 275, I hope I'll be able to get 285 for those. If you can only get 4 reps, or you feel good at 6, do it, but I'm going to stay at 285, regardless of what it is. I don't want to mess with the weights up and down and toying and tinkering. It's too much nonsense. 285 is my weight, shooting for 5 sets of 5. Every day you might feel a little bit different, a little better, a little bit worse. If you're feeling great, take advantage of it. When the pan is hot, you fry the bacon. If you're feeling a little cold, you're not feeling good, well, tomorrow's another day. So just do your best. Incline bench press, again, 5 sets of 5. And the weight will be 235. And then we've got a dumbbell bench press, 5 sets of 5. I'll use 100-pound dumbbells. That shouldn't be too bad. But since it's the end of my workout, it might challenge me a little bit. So that is 100 working sets. Might be a lot for some people, but I'm not one of these guys deadlifting 890 pounds, so I should be good. Here we go. For my warm-up, I'm just going to do a whole bunch of these little banded exercises for the chest, shoulders. I can work on my internal and external rotators. Come across my body. Any different way that you can think of moving, it's all going to help you forward, backwards. These pulls, rear flies. Okay, I'll do a whole bunch of different variations from flies, reverse flies, face pulls, Y pulls, T raises, some light stretching, and just getting a good pump through my entire shoulder girdle, this halo around my upper body. Whole bunch of different stuff. I'll do like 3 sets of about 45 seconds to a minute, and I'll get into my pressing. Set 5. All right, a quick tip when benching alone, don't be a dummy. Use safety spotters. It's just always a good idea to use safety spotters. I got my safety pin set here. You want the pin set just below your chest, so when you bring the bar down to touch your chest, the pins aren't in the way, but it's just above your neck. So there's going to be a difference of a couple inches between my chest and my throat. So if I do fail, I can just bring the bar down and let it relax right above my throat, and I'll crawl out. So I'll do one set as if I failed, and you can see. Fail! Oh. Okay. And then you can crawl out and live to lift another day. Don't be a hero. Don't say, oh, I know what I'm doing. You know, that's how accidents happen. Nobody ever plans an accident. That's why it's called an accident. If you don't have safety spotters, safety bars, use a real spotter or a human spotter that actually is competent, knows what they're doing. If you don't have one of those, pick a better exercise such as dumbbell presses or push-ups or dips, etc. All right. Set one. All right, something I want you to think about when, if you're strength training, people will ask about, well, how long do I rest? Rest period, some people say 3 to 5 minutes, whatever. But to kind of narrow it down a little bit more, number one, you don't have to geek out on it too much, where you're trying to be super precise with all your little nerd gadgets and your iPhones and whatever. You don't want to be so far off where you're just toying around and bullshitting and just waiting way too damn long and wasting time, because that's not effective either. Let's say you're a beginner and you're learning how to bench press with just the barbell. Barbell is 45, 50 pounds. You might need about 30 seconds. So I like to think about 20 to 30 seconds, somewhere around 30 seconds per 50 pounds of weight. So a beginner learning how to bench press on the barbell, they don't have the ability to apply a ton of force yet. They're just learning movement patterns and technique. 30 seconds is probably plenty, you know. If you're getting pretty strong and you're in that range, you know, you're doing around 300 pounds in the strength range, say 3 to 5 reps or so. Again, 20, maybe 30 seconds per 50 pounds of weight. So 300 divided by 50 is 6. 30 seconds times 6 is 180. 180 seconds is 3 minutes. So if your strength work on an exercise is around 300 pounds, 3 minutes is probably enough. Give or take a little bit. Maybe a minute less, maybe a minute more, whatever. But when you're first starting out, a little bit more rest is probably better. And then over time, cut down your rest period. And that can be a way that you can make progress. When you do the same work, the same weights and reps and all that with less rest, you're getting stronger, you're getting more fit, improving your stamina, things like that. Okay? So again, if you are an elite level presser and you're in that 500-600 pound range, then you might need 5 to 10 minutes. But I just don't like these blanket statements, all black and white. You know, you do a strength set and you need 3 to 5 minutes, or 3 to 5 minutes between a power set, you know, like a box jump. I see people saying, you know, you need three minutes of rest in between like a set of 3 or 4 box jumps. Come on. Some people are ready to go just like that, and I don't think that you need to like sprint from one exercise right to the next, right to the next. Practice quality first, and then you can cut down rest periods. That's why I'm not a huge fan of circuit training. There's a place for it. It's obviously gotten a lot of people in shape, but it's just not my favorite thing. Make sure you're doing everything with high quality first before you start racing and rushing and all that shit. Here we go.